From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. On this week's show, we are welcoming back to the studio singer-songwriter Dylan Lloyd. A lot has happened for him since we last had Lloyd here in the studio. He's had his music featured in films, commercials, and has developed a large following on the social media app TikTok. We'll hear some singles that he's put out the past few years, along with live performances in Studio A and a conversation with Dylan Lloyd. That's all coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A, right after these headlines from NPR. Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. Our guest this week is Dylan Lloyd, returning to Studio A for the second time. We'll hear from a talk with him this hour and some live recordings from right here in WNIJ's Studio A. But first, we'll start things off today with a couple of his singles he's been releasing the past few years. This one spent some time on the iTunes Top 200 charts. It's Caught Up by Dylan Lloyd, and you're hearing it here on Sessions from Studio A.
Always at me.
This is Sessions from Studio A. You just heard Dylan Lloyd, and we're here in the studio now with Dylan Lloyd, joining us back for your second time, actually, in Studio A, so welcome back.
Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate this opportunity, because I actually don't even really remember the first time, because it's been quite a while in my career.
It's been a while.
Yeah, my career has really evolved. It was for the better in so many ways since that moment. So
okay. Oh yeah, a lot has changed. You've put out a full album. You've put out a ton of new singles. So
right.
tell me in what ways your career's changed, your music's changed since we last saw you.
Sure, yeah. I mean, back then, I think TikTok existed, but it wasn't like how it is now, like the biggest app in the world. So now, as opposed to then, now I have over 100,000 followers on TikTok.
That's awesome.
That's changed my whole, trajectory as an artist. That's kind of been the launching point for what's going on with me now.
TikTok is really being used as a tool for artists and musicians a lot lately, especially, like you said, these past few years. It's really blown up, and it seems like it's kind of a way to like almost build a fan base too, just through this one app, which seems like it's something that you've kind of been able to take advantage of.
Yeah, it is. Like, there wasn't really any control in it either, which is the cool thing about it. Because when I first started, I kind of felt like I wasn't doing it right because no one was really watching my videos. And you can kind of get, out of sorts about it mentally because, you're trying your best and you think you're doing the right type of content, following the trends and all that stuff. But then I just left the app and just came back to it refreshed with the philosophy of I'm not going to follow trends. I'm just going to post things that are raw creatively, which means that if they're finished, they're finished. If they're not, they're not. And not worry about following other templates, just kind of using my own palette, bringing that to the table, and then just seeing if anybody sticks. And then I posted one day a video of something I heard in my head and then just played it and hummed gibberish. It was hummed a melody, but gibberish lyrics, random chord progression I heard, and then just posted it. And then that was the beginning of, I don't know, I guess the genuineness of that.
Wow.
Kind of catapulted stuff, but I don't know.
So it's almost like when you stopped trying, then the videos really started taking off. When you stopped trying to follow the trends and stuff like that, you're saying?
When I stopped, caring about what other people would think about my sound or my songs or my artistry. As an artist, you try to be perfect for everyone and try to have everyone love you. And I just don't think that's not even just realistic in art, but it's not even realistic in life. Not everyone's going to like you. So when I kind of came to the understanding of, well, not everyone's going to like my music, but there's going to be somebody out there, then I didn't care about how I posted it and what I posted. Mm-hmm. It just had to be raw and original to me, and then it worked. It's been working ever since. So
I like that, and I want to come back to this in a little bit too. But first, I wanted to just kind of go back and get a little of your background too. Where are you currently based right now?
Oh, in Chicago. In Chicago for now.
Chicago's home base.
It is home base for now, but Indiana soon with my fiance. I can't wait, man. So,
cool.
But as an artist, it's the world because we got to be everywhere. We got to do anything. But home base, home is Indiana very soon with my fiance. So I'm really stoked about that.
And where are you from originally? Like, where did you grow up at?
Chicago.
Okay, cool.
South Side, in Inglewood. I was raised in Inglewood, and then moved around to Beverly and stuff. Then had a stint in L.A. for 7 years off and on when I was formally signed to a publishing deal.
Oh, okay.
And then came back with my father's health issues and been back pretty much ever since.
And you mentioned there out in L.A. and doing some publishing deals. I just saw recently that some of your songs have been featured in some reality shows recently. This is so cool.
Yeah, dude.
Tell us about this.
Yeah, man. This is probably, so the TikTok thing and now this are the two anchors of my career right now that's really giving me this positioning, this leverage that I'm coming up to right now in my career. I've had placements in Love is Blind. I've had placements in Temptation Island. I've had placements in Hollywood House Lift. It came from a music licensing deal I signed with a great company in Pasadena called Atrium Music. Shout out to my boss, Josh Young. And, you know, it's really difficult to get into the door of music supervisors to find, you know, the shows that have the people that put the music on this stuff.
Yeah, music supervisors. I always see that in the credits, and they're kind of the ones who select like the soundtrack essentially.
Exactly. And they're very elusive because, you know, there's so much money to be made in film and TV when it comes to placing your music on this stuff. Everyone wants to know who they are and how to get to them, and they purposely, you know, keep themselves out of the light. So I got really blessed with an opportunity in New Orleans and met him at a conference, my boss, and then sent him a bunch of my songs. He believed in it, which was funny enough because before that meeting, I had a song in rotation in AMC theaters. Yeah, it was in AMC theaters all across the country, just rotating. And I asked my boss, who's my boss now, at that conference, I said, how did that happen? How did my song get in these theaters? I remember a fan sending me a picture of this and like, you know, showing my name in the song and stuff. So he was like, yeah, man, it sounds like you've got the type of stuff that could be synced. So why don't you give me a call? And the rest is history. So yeah, it's a huge part of my career, syncing, because that gives leverage to a lot of other things I'm doing as an artist and as a writer.
Dylan Lloyd on Sessions from Studio A, that one titled Runaway. We've been hearing some singles from Dylan Lloyd this hour, and later on we'll have live recordings from right here in WNIJ's Studio A. Find Dylan Lloyd's music streaming on Spotify and Apple Music, and he's on social media on Instagram and TikTok at Dylan Lloyd. Stay with us after the short break. We'll be right back with more music here on Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A with Dylan Lloyd. We've been hearing some of his latest singles and talking with Dylan Lloyd about his music getting synced for TV and film, and about his use of the social media app TikTok. TikTok, of course, has been in the news lately as the future is a bit uncertain here in the US, but there are definitely thousands of artists out there using it to get their music out to a larger audience. We'll talk more with Lloyd in a bit, but back to the music with another single. This is If I Can't Have You by Dylan Lloyd.
I made a mistake. You're all that I've ever known. You've gone away. Now life's harder to know. I want you to be with me. I can't go at this alone. Can't even look at me. No hope that I can hold. I cannot replace it. The way that I feel inside. So much to say. You never hear my side. The way I could change it. The past that I put us in. If you won't let me, if you won't let me save it. If I can't have you, then I can't have my world come down over this. Over this. And if I can't have you, then I can't have my world come down over this. Just can't over this. No sleep again. Nobody understands. I know you said you are never looking back. I know that you're feeling me. You can't go at this alone. You can't come back. I gotta let you go, girl. Cause if I can't have you, then I can't have my world come down over this. Over this. And if I can't have you, then I can't have my world come down over this. Over this. If I can't, 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 just try to make my love. If I can't, if I can't, if I can't, try my best. If I can't, if I can't, if I can't, if I can't. Tears of a cloud formed an ocean of pain. I forgot how the sun felt on my face. You were too hard to reach. I was losing control. Till your light cast the dark from the seat of my soul. Hey.
going back to talking about using social media and promoting yourself, obviously so much work goes into making music, just the writing part and making the actual music.
Yes.
It's easy to forget about how much work goes into the promotion and the social media, the work behind the scenes you have to do to be an artist these days. So I was wondering kind of what advice you might give to an artist or creative that is maybe struggling to promote themselves on social media. What advice would you give?
Never give up. Never give up. If I'd given up, I don't think I would have the leverage I have now to make other opportunities possible. You know, there's a lot of ebb and flows in the music business. I mean, I'll just take you back to when I was 23. I had finished college, got an associate's degree, didn't know what to do with that degree, and then ended up, 5 or 6 months later signing a publishing deal with BMG Rights Management, which was Bug Music at the time until they got swallowed up. I thought I was going to, make a ton of hit records with a ton of artists because that's the door to get into that. But then I realized that once you're in the lion's den, it truly is a den of lions. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of still bureaucratic tape. You could get in with the producer that produced Justin Bieber's hits, but you still might not get the cut when you look on the liner notes of a record. Mm-hmm. You still might not be there. So I could have given up then. I just take this trip with me. I could have given up a lot. Could have given up the first time I had went in with Bieber's producer, MDL. We went in there. He's done What Do You Mean? He's done all of Bieber's records, mostly and it didn't get on the cut. I could have given up then. Wow. Or second option picked up, still nothing, could have given up then. Let the publishing deal run out, could have given up then. There are so many opportunities. You have to believe in yourself because there's going to be a lot of times where people don't believe in you. But I think that when you, in anything in life, whatever job you are, even if it's in the conventional world, you have to believe in yourself to make things happen. It's your work ethic that eventually is the common, denominator in this whole factor. It's it's either a good work ethic or it's not. So don't give up. If you give up, well, then it's okay if you did. It's just a choice that you have to make sure that you are okay with making. But my advice is don't, because this music industry is like a wave, man. You've got to ride it, especially if you got good things going on for you, so.
Well said. I wanted to ask just about a few of the songs you played in the set here today.
Yeah.
A newer single you put out and you played today was The Wheel. Tell us a little bit about The Wheel.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, bro. That's my first major label release. Universal Music and Virgin Records distributed it, and the record label's Factory Underground. I shout out to them. They're an amazing label, and they're my family now. Shout out to Mike and Ethan and Kenny and all the guys over there who believed in me to put this record out. And I just wanted to kind of have a jazz blues fusion, and just, I'm a piano player first. So I just kind of felt like I wanted to make something that was kind of upbeat, kind of blues, kind of jazz, things you don't ever really hear in this manner anymore. A lot mainstream. So I figured for my first, major label release, why not put out something that's, in a pop sense, but still unique to the pop sense, and the fact that it's other genres that I'm fusing. There's pop sensibility there in the melody and structure, but chordally I would say it's a mix of those. It's an amalgamate of blues and jazz, but yeah.
I'm curious about the difference of kind of when you play these songs stripped down solo piano, like when people go and listen to The Wheel, the studio version, they hear, this big production and there's tons of instruments and a full band. And sure. I'm wondering what that difference is when you're playing the song just totally kind of stripped down with just you and piano.
Totally, yeah. This kind of ties in hand with TikTok too, which is kind of why I love posting the way I post on TikTok. People are going through so many things nowadays. For them to listen to anything you're doing for 1 second is a huge honor, Mm-hmm. So why not, when they listen to you, do it in a genuine way, the most real way possible? Like you're meeting someone for the first time. You're going to talk to them like I'm talking to you, just real personable, real matter-of-factly, no BS in between you and I. It's just, this is a real conversation. There's no smoke and mirror. That's what I love about stripped down anything when I'm playing piano live, I mean, I'll tell people now, like, I took more than a few takes on these songs you're going to see. I'm not perfect, but, you know, like, that's the beauty of art, you know? Art isn't perfect, but it's made to not be perfect in the sense that there's a humanistic aspect of it. So I think when it comes to studio versions, there's that perfect, you know, everything's wonderful sounding thing, but it's important to come back to the real sometimes. And that's part of the reason why I chose the wheel today, because I wanted to make sure that people could see, like, live is always where it's always going to be at. Because I'm only going to play that. I'm only going to play the wheel the way I played it here at NPR this one time, this way. It'll only be this way, this one time. Then I'll play it at a live show. It's going to be something different that time.
Yeah, that's the beauty, really capturing a moment in time.
Yeah, for
almost.
sure.
She went away, she never said why. What am I supposed to think? You used up my love, till you had enough, yeah. And now you think your heart's been saved. But what does it all even mean when you've had your hands on the steering wheel, swerving my heart to your taste? It's time that I take the wheel. I take the wheel, the steering wheel of my heart. All that I've done to hold on to love, yeah, you used it all against me. When you put me down, you turned me around, love. I think that I'm the one that's been saved. What does it all even mean when you've had your hands on the steering wheel, swerving my heart to your taste? It's time that I take the wheel. I take the wheel, steering wheel of my heart. What does it all even mean when you've had your hands on the steering wheel, swerving my heart to your taste? It's time that I take the wheel. I take the wheel, the steering wheel of mine.
Dylan Lloyd performing The Wheel live in WNIJ's Studio A. Find that song out streaming on Spotify and Apple Music, and be sure to give Dylan Lloyd a follow over on Instagram and TikTok at Dylan Lloyd. You can also find behind-the-scenes video of Dylan Lloyd performing that song over on WNIJ.org and on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more music and more from my talk with Dylan Lloyd. This is Sessions from Studio A. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. Let's get right back into the music. We are switching it up to the live performances now, recorded here in WNIJ's Studio A with just Dylan Lloyd and the piano. This next one is Gift of Life. It's Dylan Lloyd on Sessions from Studio A.
sparkle lights the way. You are always on my mind. Can't you see stars are made from the mother womb of time? I look right up to the heavens and I find your love and omnipresent gift of life, a gift of life. Dream of the time you came to me on the back of the one who crossed the water to the sun. Am I worthy of your blessing if I find your love and convalescing gift of life, a gift of life? Wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world, yeah, a wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world. Oh, it's 10 o'clock and we're still not out of bed. There's nowhere else I'd rather be here instead. We fool around a while till the time goes by, and it feels like we're flying in a world that I'm in, a wonderful world, oh, a wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world. Oh, I knew it from the first time we FaceTime, yeah. It's like I'm in the future but see my past. I knew and you forever would always last. Would you be my forever in a world that I'm in, a wonderful world, a wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world, oh, a wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world, oh, a wonderful world that I'm in, a wonderful world.
what are some upcoming plans for you as we get into the spring and the summer of this year? What's coming up for you on the calendar?
Sure. Oh, for sure. Getting married, for sure.
Oh, congratulations.
Appreciate that.
We should mention your fiance is here with us, too, so congratulations
love you, honey,
to
so
both
much.
of you.
Yes, love you, honey. She's my #1 fan and supporter always, and yeah, she's just the best. I couldn't have found a better woman to be with me on this journey that is very unconventional, but that's the #1 thing. TikTok is rising me to the moon, so I'm just letting it lift me up. Caught Up is on a really good trend right now, my song Caught Up, so we'll see how far that goes. I'll be having more releases with the label, Factory Underground and Universal and Virgin, so more releases coming out this year. I worked with Taylor Swift's producer, my good friend Christopher Rowe. So he worked on a new single of mine I wrote for my father, God rest his soul. He just died 10 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I wrote a song called Home, and Christopher, I'm featuring him on it. And yeah, it's just an honor to have him produce me, because he produced me basically in the same exact way he produced Taylor, with the same type of philosophy. And, you know, he didn't do anything different. He was just himself, as if like I'm Taylor in the studio. He's just doing it the way he would do it with her. And he was just, he's just a professional and a great friend. And that's a big release. I can't wait to come out. So
very cool. And what song was that again?
It's called Home.
Home.
Yeah.
Dylan Lloyd, thanks so much for coming out to Studio A and playing for us. It was a great set and great talking to you.
It was an honor, and I appreciate you so much for having me here, and much love to you, brother. And I'll see y'all here again sometime soon.
Definitely.
All right, brother. Thanks.
These holes in my canvas, you fill them with color, love. I'm at your mercy. Please, if you don't mind, paint me a picture, yeah. One with a future of you and I together. So naked, fragile and helpless, yeah. The thought of you near me, hold me, love, hold me, love, 'cause only love can take us through the fire. Hold me, love. Hold me, love. 'Cause only love can take us through take me into your hands. I'm at your mercy. Lead me through the fire. Take me into your hands. I'm at your mercy. Lead me through the fire.
Dylan Lloyd, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. And closing out our show for this week, a big thanks to Dylan Lloyd for coming out and playing with us in Studio A, and to you for listening in. Follow him on Instagram and TikTok at Dylan Lloyd, and check out his music streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, all your usual streaming places. Head over to WNIJ.org to find behind-the-scenes video of him performing live in Studio A, along with this full episode. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios. Producers are yours truly and Mike Lundgren. I'm Spencer Tritt. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.